There's not a standard day in client management, if you will. Every day looks different. Every client looks different. I think when you go back to one of your earlier questions about what do we do as a team when it came to, I don't know if I'd call it reinventing client experience at Livinity. I would call it complementing what was already strong. But we prioritized. And, I think the first step in addressing an opportunity is recognizing that there is one. And we had many opportunities, to be honest with you, Russ. But I think that if I had to, call out a couple things to drive that experience with our clients, um, you look at our people, for example, and this is something that I'm really passionate about, and you'll probably pick this up in our conversation this afternoon, is that, many companies, they hire based on a number of criteria. It could be education, it could be experience, it could be what have you, right? Et cetera, et cetera. And yeah, I don't want to belittle those things. Those things are important and they're important at Livinity as well. But here at our company and specifically in client experience, we recognize that you're only as good as the people that you hang around. And we're very purposeful about how we recruit leaders. We want people that have a servant heart. We want ones that will challenge the status quo. And frankly, we want people that put their teammates first. So I think that's priority number one when it comes to delivering a personable approach with our clients is making sure that you know who you're going to bat with. That's step one. I think another priority that I would call out is, and really is an enhancement to the body of work that we've already been building upon, is making sure that we're data driven. If you are not a data driven organization, you are a dying organization, especially as we look ahead beyond 2026. Um, we must know, for example, in data, where we stand today, where we're headed, and how to bridge those two things together. And you can bridge those, Russ, by performance metrics, KPIs. And one of the things that I don't know if my team loves it or hates it, but we have these things called quantifiable retention benchmarks. So a quantifiable retention benchmark, especially in insurance or in healthcare, is, it's one thing to shoot to or to look where you're shooting and understand what you're shooting for in terms of goals and objectives. It's another thing that when you look at how your team is performing versus another team, how you as an individual leader and contributor are comparing to another individual leader and or contributor. And so we put all of that out on the table with data. We look at a weekly dashboard. We have a monthly KPI dashboard. We have quarterly business review dashboards, you name it. But there's never a moment in time where anybody on our staff doesn't know where we stand, because we feel very passionate at Livinity that everyone, it doesn't matter what your role or title is, deserves the right to be, to have that transparency and that look internally to understand where we are and where we need to be. And frankly, where they fall within that spectrum. And that what you'll see is that it truly does drive a strong retention effort. And that's why we have that 95% plus retention across our clients.